Ladies and gents, welcome back to another video. This is an unboxing, but I actually got ahead of myself here. I didn't realize what I was opening before I had already begun opening. So I'm going to continue this, but I promise this is what's inside. There's no trickery here. This is going to be a pretty insane unboxing. We've got some super cool devices here. I think they're all running iOS 7. You guys will be able to know from the thumbnail, but let's continue unboxing here, see what we've got, and find out just how special the contents of these two packages are. Let's begin. All right, so as you may be able to tell, we've got three iPhone 5S's here. This one is gold, this one is space gray, and this one is also gold. I know the gold and the silver are pretty hard to tell apart on camera, but you might be able to get a little bit of the glint there. So we've got our 5S's here, and then we've got five iPhone 5Cs. Four of them are white, and one of them is blue. So let me go ahead and get these charged, or see if they're charged, and power them on, and find out which versions of iOS we have. So the 5Cs are looking good. So far, these are all charged. Will the 5S's be charged? We're going to find out. Those two are good. And last but not least, our Space Gray 5S is also charged. All right, we'll let those boot up, and once they do, we'll pick back up. All right, here we go. These are all of our iPhones. We got our 5Cs and our 5S's here. Let's go ahead and start with the 5Cs. These are a little less interesting if you ask me. So actually, here's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and slide them all to unlock. Just like that. Okay, so as you can tell, these are probably all running iOS 7 because they all have the passbook icon that's got 3 rows on it. And they all do. So we'll go one by one through the settings app here, general and about. 7.1, it's a 16 gig model. This is the blue iPhone. Next up, we have a white iPhone. This is going to be 7.1.1, another 16 gig. And another white one here. Start another 5C, 16 gig, 7.1.1. And up here's another white 5C, 7.1.1. That's a 16 gig. Whoops. And our last 5C is coming in with 7.1.1, 16 gig. So we've got 4 on 7.1.1, 1 on 7.1. Now moving on to the 5S's. This is one of our gold models. Settings, general, and about is going to show us 7.1.2, 16 gig model. The other gold 5S is going to be running 7.1.1. This is a 16 model. So these are all 16 gig iPhones. And last but not least, Space Gray, 7.1.1, 16 gigabytes. So there you have it, 3 iPhone 5S's running iOS 7, 5 iPhone 5Cs running iOS 7. So these are actually somewhat common in my experience. I don't know if you've been following the channel, but I get quite a few 5Cs and even a handful of 5S's running iOS 7. I don't know why that's more common than some of the other versions like an iPhone 4S or an iPhone 5, but these devices are beautiful. iOS 7 is the beginning of a complete design overhaul for the Apple ecosystem, and these phones launched side by side. And the 5S brought us some really unique changes like 64-bit processing, slow motion video recording, Touch ID in the home button, as well as our first look at Space Gray and Gold as color options. The 5C brought us a bunch of new flavors in the form of different colors and reintroduced a plastic back that we had not seen since the iPhone 3GS. And what else can I say about these? Well, the 5C is similar to the iPhone 5, shares the same internals. It gets support all the way through iOS 10. The 5S goes a little longer. This thing goes through iOS 12. So quite a bit better support and much better performance here on the iPhone 5S. It is pretty small, shares the same form factor as that first gen iPhone SE, but it is a beautiful device, especially the gold one. And of course, any of these that are running iOS 7 are pretty awesome and fun to use because this is the first iteration of Apple's redesigned interface that we're still using today. They have not changed it since iOS 7. We're now about to get iOS 18 here in the fall with a bunch of new features, and it looks not too different from iOS 7. Obviously, you can completely change the home screen and all that, but overall, the general layout is very similar. So there you have it. That's going to do it for this video. Real quick before we go, we'll head into settings, and we're going to find ourselves the iOS 7 wallpapers, because these are some of my favorites. So they should be pretty similar between these devices. The 5C, I think, is going to have some extras. Oh, no, it's not. They actually gave all these to the iPhone 5S as well. But these are the iOS 7 wallpapers, and I think they look super clean. We'll go with this one on the 5S, and let's go with this one here. That blue color kind of complements the blue and the black of our iPhone 5C. So there you have it. That's been a look at 8 iOS 7 devices, 3 iPhone 5Ss, and 5 iPhone 5Cs. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I look forward to seeing you in another one of my videos.